Thank you. Welcome back to the Daily Fitness Show with yours truly, Dominique Jay. I hope everything is well with you. I hope that you are having a spectacular Thursday. Welcome to the 4th episode of the Daily Fitness Show. I'm really excited about this week. We've done so much, we covered so much information, and there's just so much more out there in the world of fitness. And I'm just so happy. I'm happy to be a vessel to be here to tell you all about what's going on in my personal journey, and that you tell me what's going on in your personal journey so that we can share this information with everyone out there who might be listening. So thank you again for tuning in. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Don't you just love it when you break a really good sweat during the workout? I don't know about everybody else, but like sometimes it's really hard for me to break a sweat during my workout. So when I do break a sweat, I'm hype. I'm just like, yo, this is it for me. Like, I know that I'm out here going hard in the yard. I know that this is me doing the damn thing, but breaking a really good sweat is important to me, especially since I don't sweat easily. And what I found out from talking to some professionals, some health professionals, and also other people who work out, is that women have a harder time to sweat than men do because of several different reasons. But I mean, I have to go look up all the details on that, so I can share that with you at a later date. But I just love it. I love it to be able to go and get on the stair stepper and just break a sweat, or shoot during the actual lifting to break a sweat. Is like, to me, if I break a sweat when I'm lifting, that means I'm doing something right, because most of the time it's just like and that's it. Like, no, there's no sweat involved at all. But here lately I've been having to take my gallon of water with me into the gym because I'm just sweating profusely. Let me know what you love on Twitter at Daily Fit Show. That way I can go ahead and talk about it on the show. But yes, a good sweat, it's almost orgasmic. It's just so great. It's just, anyway, moving on. So today is chest day at the gym, and I absolutely have grown to love chest day. I used to be one of those people where it's like, oh my God, I cannot stand to work on my arms. I cannot stand it. I can't do the bench press. I feel like a weakling, all this other blah, 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 right? Well, I've grown to love it because, first of all, what I do is I take the things that I do not like about my workouts and I put them in my mind as those things that I love to do. That way I can kind of trick myself into doing it and be like, hey, you know what? I really enjoy that. So let me just go ahead and do that and stay on that a little bit longer and just work at it, right? Because even with cardio, I don't know too many people who really thoroughly enjoy cardio, but I know a lot of people that tolerate cardio and go get the shit done, right? So I'm thinking, yo, let me go ahead and get in here and get this chest workout in, see what's up. And chest and arms, when you work it out, I promise you, the results are almost immediate. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it might be me. It might be more than just me. But I feel like when I work out my chest and my arms, the soreness is there. And then literally a couple days after, I get a compliment on my arms from people who don't even know that I work out like that. So I'm like, yo, let's go ahead and get it done. So today I'll be doing the bench press. I'm going to be doing our basic curl. I really like doing the incline press as well, which is basically your seat at like a 45-degree angle, and you do the bench press that way. There's a couple other chest and arm workouts that I really, really enjoy, and I'm going to share those with you on the YouTube page so that you can see exactly how I'm doing them. But on chest day, I focus on everything in the front. My triceps is on back day. So I literally do 1,000 different workouts. Well, not literally. Exaggerating, of course. I do a bunch of different workouts for chest and curls, and I do push-ups in between the sets. And what the push-ups do is it makes me fatigued enough so I can really focus when I go back in. Now, I think it's really important to specify that I go back and forth between like heavy lifting days and light lifting days, because the more you confuse your body, it's going to just remain in shock and try to figure out how to react to certain things, and it's going to wake up different muscle groups that were not going to wake up when you're doing just regular things. So today I'm going to go light, because last time I was in the gym I went heavy, and do more reps with less weight, more reps, anywhere between 15 to 20 on certain exercises, between 20 and 25 on other exercises that I find a little bit easier, but doing those push-ups in between. And if you can't do a full push-up, like a military push-up, then that's okay. Just go into a plank and hold that plank for 15 to 30 seconds, and I guarantee you, when you get up to do your next workout, your next set, woo, feel the burn, baby, feel the burn. So make sure that you have good form as always. What my personal trainer told me the other day is that I have to roll my shoulders back more. That way I can have a good posture and good form with a lot of my exercises. So I'm keeping that in mind. And as always, you want to make sure that you are engaging your core by tightening it. I mean, flex that bad boy, like the six-pack you want to have. Even if it's not a six-pack that you want to have, just tighten it up like the flat stomach that you really desire, and do all your workouts. And I swear, woo, that right there is the bread and butter. When you tighten your stomach up and you're doing curls, and it just feels so great. And the next thing you know, you're going to have like a six-pack your core because you was tightening your abs during all your workouts. You didn't really have to do that many crunches or anything to get it. So, but we'll talk about that another time as far as, the whole stomach thing, because I have a fairly flat stomach that has like a little bit of definition. But people always ask me like what I do, and honestly, it's not crunches that get you to the optimum place. It's a couple other things. But anyway, moving on. Today I wanted to go over a product that I have just fallen in love with. And mind you, this is not a sponsored segment by any means. This is like, I honestly love this product so much that I have to tell you about it. So earlier, I was telling you all how much I love to sweat. Like, it's really just that much of a reward for me in a workout when I sweat. So I have been following this company called Sweet Sweat for a little while, and come to find out they've been out for about 35 years. Basically what it is a balm that you put on your skin so that it can help produce more sweat. Now, Sweet Sweat, I looked at it and I was like, okay, I don't know, we'll see. I try to go like these other routes to try to make myself sweat more, And it just, I mean, it was not really that big of a difference in my sweat production. So I was like, maybe my body just doesn't sweat, and that's just what it is. Let me tell you guys, I put the Sweet Sweat on, right, because it's like a stick, and you roll it up like you do deodorant. Put it on my belly and my back. Then I put on a sweatband, which I love the sweatband. I like work out with it every single day. I don't play when it comes to the sweatband. Anyway, I put the sweatband on, right? I even put a little bit of the Sweet Sweat on my arms just so I can see it immediately while I'm working out to see if it's working, right? Well, I tell you what. First of all, when I started doing my cardio with the Sweet Sweat and the sweatband on, I immediately felt like, okay, there's some sweat going on in there, right? Which makes sense because it's covered up and it has something on it. Okay, whatever, right? But then my forehead starts sweating because I'm starting to feel hot. So then I'm working out and I'm getting this really good sweat going, and I have to drink lots and lots of more water. And I promise you guys, this is no over-exaggeration. I took the sweatband off. I'm drenched in sweat, so much so that my pants are wet in the front from the sweat and from the Sweet Sweat and the wrap. It was crazy. My arms were sweat. I said, oh my god. So I swear by the Sweet Sweat. Make sure that you go to their website, which I believe is sweetsweatusa.com. Let me check real fast. That way I'm not giving you the wrong information. Oh yeah, sweetsweatusa.com, and go cop it. I promise you, you'll love it. Whew, sorry, I just got really excited talking about the Sweet Sweat. I can't wait to put it back on and get back out there. Alright, you guys, so quick little commercial break. Listen, if you're not following us on social media, go ahead and take time out to follow us on all the social media platforms. One of those being Twitter. If you follow us on there, you get a shout out on the next show. Follow us on Facebook. We'll be posting a lot more awesome content there. And make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, because like I said, this weekend is all about the videos. All about it. So I'm gonna make sure that I post all the videos of the workouts that I've been trying to explain to you guys on the air. I'm gonna be posting up a lot of the Mythbusters, so I can show you guys some of the sources that we find the information, and just a whole plethora of other awesome things, including workout regimens and meal prep things and all those things in between. So that's Daily Fit Show on Twitter, the Daily Fitness Show everywhere. You can find us through Daily Fit Show, and yeah, that's basically it. And if you want to follow my personal Instagram account, it's DJAYTHEQUEEN, DJ the Queen. So boom, shakalaka, number one, Chief Rocker. All right, and if you are a fitness guru or a fitness buff, or you're all about the health, or you just want to be on the show, make sure you send us the email at dailyfitnessshow@gmail.com. We'll go ahead and get you on here, because we are definitely actively seeking those who are in the fitness world to come on and talk about things that they know about. All right, so moving on, check it out. Today was one of those days, you guys, where I was so sore that I could not move. I mean, I couldn't move. It was just that bad. Literally, I'm laying in my bed, my alarm goes off. I try to like raise up to and let me just go ahead and explain to you both sides of that point, right? So last night, before going to bed, I didn't stretch. I didn't do my normal going to sleep thing. I was really tired. I just went to bed. I didn't take a shower before I went to bed. I just went to bed. I crashed, right? Big no. Especially now I'm getting older. Like I'm getting closer to 30 now, so my body responds to things differently, and my metabolism's acting different. Everything is really just maturing and growing in ways that I have to be more mindful of certain activity. And one of those things is stretching. So I'm putting my body through this vigorous training, and I'm like just pounding out these workouts every day, right? I have to make sure that I stretch properly after the workout. Whenever I start feeling tight, I have to make sure that I'm relaxed, all these other things, because if not, I'll wake up and not be able to even reach my freaking alarm clock because the soreness has just taken over my body. So, the struggle for today is super soreness, and I just want you all to know that with proper stretching, you can alleviate a lot of the pain that comes from lifting and working out vigorously. Another way that you can help alleviate that pain is if you eat protein almost immediately after the workout. Protein is really, really, really important when you're trying to recover, because basically your muscles have been ripped, and the soreness is the inflammation that happens from the ripping of the muscles. So you want to do things that help with inflammation, right? So stretching does that, protein does that, healthy fats also do that, because they help put the things back into the muscle that have been lost during the ripping. Sometimes you'll have to ice things because, like I said, it's inflammation, and with all inflammation, you want to try to keep it cool so that it can stop going crazy. And then craziest thing of all, work out again. Because you move it, you'll start loosening up all that, I think it's lactic acid that's sitting on top of the muscle that makes it inflame and makes it all nasty and sore. But if you go work out again, you work out the soreness. It just knocks it right off. One of my favorite blogs that posts great things to do to prevent muscle soreness is the Beachbody blog. And you may have heard of Beachbody. They have all kind of workouts and whatever, but they have a really dope blog that talks about recovery done right. So make sure you check them out. And like I said, go work out again. It'll knock it right on off, right? Oh man. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break. Play some music for you for a second, and I'll come right back. We're going to get into our Mythbuster, which is, does cashews really cure depression? I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I'm back. So, Lord, I love cashews so much. Well, let me back up. You're now tuned into the Daily Fitness Show with Dominique Jay. I am your host, Dominique Jay. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. How rude of me to just go back into talking and not welcome you back. My bad. So welcome back. Listen, cashews are my favorite, okay? I just bought a big bin of freaking cashews for like $15 from Smart & Final, and I just, every day, probably why I'm so hyper now. So there's a belief that cashews can cure depression, and with all the research that's been done, all signs point to yes. And the reason for that is because they're packed with iron, magnesium, vitamin B6, protein, amino acids, and even have omega-3 fats. Did you know that you can actually use cashews to substitute like yogurt, eggs, butter, and even cheese? I didn't know these things. I did not know. I was not aware. I'm so happy because now I'm going to be looking at ways to create those things with cashews because I love cashews, right? And the hardest part of my dieting, or not dieting, but of my diet, is steering away from the freaking butter and cheese, and I love yogurt. Like, come on now. You can't tell me that doesn't sound appealing, right? So cashews do help with depression. They say a handful of cashews a day keeps the depression away, and I would have to say that this is true because even with myself, I'd have to say for the last, I don't know, maybe almost a month now, I've been eating a handful of cashews a day, and it's been spectacular. I mean, just absolutely spectacular. I haven't been stressing about anything, and like I was telling you guys yesterday, all my stuff's starting to clear up from all my other efforts, and now the handful of cashews, so I'm just on cloud 9. You can't tell me nothing. But make sure you look into it. As far as like if you're allergic to cashews or anything like that, don't do it. Of course, if you love cashews as much as I do, see about it. See if it works for you. Try a handful of cashews a day and see if it keeps the depression away. Even if you can't do a handful of cashews, try it every once in a while. See if it alters your mood, like when you start to feel down or something. Because we all have those days where we're kind of not ourselves or whatever. So try a handful of cashews the next time you feel like bleh. This is my public service announcement about cashews. Okay. So one thing that I've had to overcome, and one thing that I'm trying to overcome now, is this plateau that I'm in my weight loss. So I really am sad that I can't break 215 right now. So I'm writing down everything that I'm eating. I'm trying to make sure that I'm on top of it. And it's just been very interesting to see how much that makes a difference. And I just hope that with this, I'm able to report back to you and say, yo, these are the exact things that I did to break the plateau. So if you have any advice on how to break the plateau, make sure that you hit me up on Twitter or on Facebook and let me know what you've done, because I'll be more than happy to hear you out. All right, you guys, so we're at the end of our show. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow. Happy TGIF Day. That way we can go over a couple of things. And I just thank you so much for being here and being a part of this show. Remember, my fit is not your fit, and that is just all right. Until next time, stay healthy, my friends, and we will talk again tomorrow.